Hi guys, I just wanted to do a quick video to tell you and show you about a company that I've recently discovered and done my first order with. It was quite a large order. It's for essential oils from a company called Eden's Garden that are based in America. I'm currently living in the Middle East and it's not very hard to come by essential oils. Good quality essential oils that you trust is hard to come by. I've only found one supplier here and they are insanely expensive. Like, I know essential oils are expensive at the best of times, but these are ridiculous. So I kind of reached out to a few people online and got told about this company called Eden's Garden that are not an MLM company. They don't kind of do wholesale or have any sales people for them. It's all through their website, and they're really competitively priced and good quality, 100% pure. Just kind of meet all the standards that you'd want them to. So without further ado, once I learnt about that, I went online and spent much too much money for my husband's liking. I think it was over $150, but we won't talk about that. But what I did was, this is the first kind of part of my haul. I ordered the set, it's like a create your own set of 12. So I had a few, I mean, like, I own 7 at the moment. So I really am just kind of getting started with essential oils. The 7 that I have used, I've had for quite a while, and I've been using them more and more recently, and I can actually see some like health benefits for me, just to calm me when I'm stressed, or just creating a nice mood in our home. So I'm really starting to kind of go from dipping a toe in to full feet now. I've read a couple of books on essential oils, watched a few videos, follow a few people on Instagram, as you do, all the usual things. And yeah, I'm really finding that's something that I want to explore, and it's good for for everyone in our household. And to be honest, if I can find anything that helps any of us, that's a natural product as opposed to kind of chemicals and medicines, then I'm going to do that. So my husband's very supportive of it, really, but I think he was a bit shocked when I told him how much it was. But anywho, this wasn't $150. I mean, all in. I also bought 12 of something else, which I will go over later on. But yeah, this is my 12. So this is what I got. The packaging is just adorable. What I also love about these oils is that I've noticed that they all say, where is it gone? I'm trying to do it through the viewfinder rather than actually just looking with my eyes, which isn't the most sensible option. So yeah, on the side of the bottle, they actually have a suggestion of what other oils you can blend with, that it goes well with, which I think is a really nice idea. As I say, the packaging of all of them is just beautiful. These are all 10ml bottles that you get in your set. So I got eucalyptus. I went for the radiata, if that's the right way to pronounce it, just because from my research I read that eucalyptus radiata was a bit milder and safer around children than, I think it's globulus, is the stronger one. So yeah, I just went for the slightly weaker one, for want of a better word, just because I do use them around my 3-year-old and I just thought it might be a bit better. So what I started out with doing, I probably should have said, was just kind of, I made a list of all the kind of different things that I would want to use essential oils for, like stress, improved mood, headaches, because I suffer massively with migraines, so I was keen to find something that might help me with my headaches, anxiety, pain, insomnia, muscle pains, sunburn, because we live in the Middle East, it's very hot here, any sort of help with congestion and flu, digestive problems, all that sort of stuff. So I kind of made a list of all the things I'd want my oils to help me with, and then I kind of went through 2 essential oil books I have and kind of made a note of the main kind of oils that kept cropping up time and time again. I tried to concentrate on just kind of the main ones that you'd always want in your arsenal. So I made a list of all the ones that kept coming up and listed them under what topic they'd be good for. Crossed off any ones that I already owned, like I already had lemon and lavender, a few classics. I've got cedarwood and sandalwood. What else do I have? Clove bud, ylang ylang, and something else which has escaped me right now. But so I made a list of the ones I had, and by process of elimination I then come up with what else I would like to get. Unfortunately, there was a couple that I originally had that I wanted to get that were not available in the drop down list that you could select for your Create 12. I'm presuming they're a slightly higher price tag, so they weren't included in this set price set, which was a shame, but I understand. So there are still a few that I wasn't able to get this time that I'm still holding out to get. So I really still want to get frankincense, and I want to get rose geranium and Roman chamomile. They're probably the main three that I missed out on. Oh, and clary sage. They're probably the main ones that I wanted to get my hands on and didn't manage to. So I'm told that Eden's Garden normally do quite a good Black Friday sale. So at the end of November, much to my husband's shock probably when I tell him, I might place a further order just to get these last few that I missed out on this time. But for now, I'm very, very happy and very grateful for what I do have, because I've certainly got more than enough to be getting on with, along with my ones I already owned at the moment. Like, it will just be, if I can get them in a sale, then I probably will do so, and then I'll probably stop there. I'll probably feel like I'm armed with enough then. They're the main ones and I own them to achieve what I want to achieve. So yeah, anyway, so I've explained about the eucalyptus, why I went for that one. Pine I got, it's meant to be a very good decongestant. I think on my list I originally had a different one for that reason, and I think I possibly found that as one that was on the list because of one I couldn't get hold of. So that was kind of like a substitute, but I mean, I love all things pine and woody, so that's absolutely fine. Then I went for peppermint. Kind of second guessing that now because I've done a bit more research and I've heard that spearmint is a better alternative for children. Like, I made the decision about that one. I'm kind of wishing I had made that decision about that one and got spearmint instead, so maybe I might replace that one so I can do safer blends around my girl. But in the meantime, I have it, and my understanding is it's okay diffused, but just a very low ratio, like maybe 1 drop, which is fine. But yeah, we live and learn, don't we? I've also got mandarin. The main reason I picked that one was just because I read it's like a really good calmer. Like, it specifically said in one of my books about calming toddler tantrums. It's like, sign me up. So I've got mandarin, then I've got grapefruit. That was kind of a good one that seemed to help with like exhaustion and jet lag. Like, when we go home to visit family or we go on holiday, it's normally a long flight, so jet lag can be an issue and being really tired with a toddler. So I thought grapefruit would be a good one for us. Then I've got rosemary. I picked rosemary because I read that's really good for children's, like not just children's, but just attention and focus and actually memory retention, how it can actually change how much information you'll be able to hold. Because I homeschool our daughter, I thought that might be a really good one to have for when we're doing our lessons and going over school work in inverted commas, because we very much try to unschool. That's not what we're doing. But anyway, just while we're going over things of an educational nature, rosemary might help for her to retain some of that information. Sage I got, I think because I couldn't get clary sage. I'm not sure if they're even similar, to be honest. I mean, they are to some extent. It's got a lot of antiseptic. Oh no, that's why I got it. I got it instead of tea tree. It's got antiseptic, an antiseptic nature. I got it instead of tea tree. It can brighten complexion, calm nerves, this, that and the other. We've got nutmeg. It's meant to be one that really helps with sleep and anxiety and exhaustion as well. Also can help with pain relief and help ease inflamed muscle pain. My husband seems to get hit with insomnia sometimes, Kind of at least once a week I probably wake up to him saying he couldn't get to sleep and he was still awake at 3 a.m. So I thought that might be a nice one to blend before bed. I've seen somebody post that they blend nutmeg, sweet orange and cinnamon leaf, and it smells really autumnal and beautiful. So I'm thinking that might be nice, something to try before we go to bed. I got the Headies because, as I said, I get headaches and migraines a lot, so I'm hoping that will help with that. That was the only blend I bought actually, because that's probably one of my main issues. Then I got sweet orange. Again, it's meant to help with anxiety. It also helps with digestion and boosting immunity, and it can brighten and tone your skin, amongst many other things. Obviously, I'm just giving a general rundown of these. There's a lot more they can do. I got Amyris, I'm hoping I'm saying it right. That was actually a substitution for sandalwood. I do own sandalwood at the moment, but it is incredibly expensive, and when I kind of googled like alternatives to sandalwood, Amyris come up with kind of similar. I know the smell is different, but it kind of said that it could be used as a substitute, and it did kind of have the same elements and could help the same things, and that was in the ones that could be included for the Create Your Own box. So I got that. And then lastly, the cinnamon leaf, which can help with like cold and damp weather, help sore joints, boost circulation, which obviously is not an issue here in the Middle East, but we will be moving eventually, so, and it'll probably be more likely back to maybe Europe, which is definitely colder in the winter. And my husband does suffer with some sort of circulation issues, like he's always complaining that his feet are just always cold, so we'll see if that will make any difference too. So yeah, altogether that is my Create Your Own 12 bottle set. That's what I went for. It came really quickly. I paid for their international shipping, and I only ordered it last week and it was already here yesterday. So in terms of the Middle East and it getting through the postage system, I was really impressed that it come all the way from America. It was really quick, and I even got a text message to say it was ready to collect, which doesn't always happen here. Sometimes I'm like, where's my parcel? And it's been sitting at the post office for 2 weeks and nobody's told me. So I managed to get hold of this really quick. No problems, no smashes, no breakages, packaged really well, and the actual packaging it comes in as well is just really beautiful. So by way of aesthetics and what I have, massive thumbs up from me, really impressed so far, and I can't wait to get burning them. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful.